Jai Sitaram. Ayodhya Ch, chapter 12. We are going through this wonderful emotions of King Dasaratha, and he is now wondering how many sins has he committed, because of which he is now facing this. Rama, who used to travel by chariots and horses and elephants, that particular Rama has to now walk in the forest. Here, cooks used to vie with each other to give him the tastiest of dishes, and he has to eat the simple woodland fare. He who's used to wearing costliest of robes now has to wear deerskin, and he who is used to sleeping on the softest of cushions now has to sleep on the bare pebbly earth. Who thought about exiling Rama and placing Bharata on the throne? Whose selfish brain, whose terrible thought process has set all of these things into motion? Women are deceivers, but then not all women. Dasaratha is specifically talking about Bharata's mother, Kaikeyi. And by bringing so much of grief, what has she gained? She has caused so much grief to Rama and Dasaratha, who have never done her any harm. And when Rama goes off to the forest, when seeing that he is now plunged in adversity, fathers will leave their children, wives will leave their husbands, and the whole world is going to be plunged in grief. And Dasaratha himself will be happy only when he sees Rama dressed in beautiful robes and ornaments and is very close to him. We will go through the continuation of Dasaratha's very high thought process in this section. Verse 106. Vinapi suryena bhavat pravritti avarrishta vrajadharena vapi Ramam tu gachantam itaha samikshya jivenna kaschit vitti chetaname. It is no wonder if my life's breaths follow Rama to the forest. There may be life and motion on the sunless earth. Plants and trees may grow and flourish without the life-giving showers of Indra. But it is utterly impossible to keep away death from those who witness Rama's departure to the forest, friends and strangers. So Dasaratha says that not a single person will be able to survive by seeing Rama departing from here. So the actuality is, how did they survive? They survived because Dasaratha was there. They survived because Rama's bhakta was there on the throne, and they could remember Rama through Dasaratha. And then Bharata came over after the death of Dasaratha, and within a month he placed the padakas of Rama on the throne. And therefore something that's so close to Rama was there on the throne, and that propelled them through to live for the next 14 years. So the people barely kept themselves alive thinking about the glorious day of Rama's return. But Dasaratha, who could not be parted from Rama for even a second, he departed from this world exactly 6 days after Rama's departure. And we will take a look at that in the 64th chapter of Ayodhya Ch. But then right now, let us understand that few verses ago, King Dasaratha said that Tishta loko vina surim sashyam vasalilam vina natu ramam vina dehe tishtetu mama jivitam. The world may be able to survive without the sun, the crops may be able to survive without water, but without Rama, Dasaratha will not have any life in his body. And this is a very similar sentiment over here. The life may happen even without the sun, may be possible, that is bhavet. Pravrittihi, that means active life. Suryena vinapi, without the sun it might be possible. Vajradharena, that means without the rains that are coming from Indra. Avarshata vapi, not pouring any rains, it might be possible for life to continue. But, that's what he says, two. Me chetana, in my opinion, kaschit, not even me, jivet samikshya ramam gachantam itaha. It is not possible for anyone to live after seeing Rama disappear into the forest. Verse 107. Vinashakama mahita amitra mavasayam mrityum ivatmanastvam chiram batankena drishtati sarpi mahavishatena hato asmi mohat. You parry for my death. You wish me no good. You are my relentless foe. You are my fate. Long and fondly did I cherish you. I gave the warmth of my bosom to this venomed death, all deluded, and it has fastened its deadly fangs into my heart. Now, this is another time wherein he's comparing Kaikeyi to a serpent, and he's stating that the serpent has poisoned him. But thinking that to be so beautiful, he has held it on, but he did not know that she was a highly venomous serpent, Sarpi. Mahavisha, that means highly venomous serpent. Verse 108. Maya cha Ramena sa Lakshmanena prashastu hino bharatastvaya saha puram ja rashtram cha nihatya bandhavan maham hitanam cha bhavabhi harshini. Bharata will do well to redden your hands in blood of mine and me. Rejoice in the prosperity of my foes and hold sway over this town and kingdom widowed of me, of Rama and of Lakshmana. So Dasaratha knows that if Rama is going to the forest, Lakshmana too is going to follow him. He did not count on Sita Ma following Rama because he mentioned a few verses ago that Sita Ma might die in the grief of separation from Rama, and because Dasaratha himself would not be there as well. But over here he says that Rama and Lakshmana will both go to the forest, and therefore now Kaikeyi can rule the city without Rama, Lakshmana and himself. Verse 109. Nrishamsa vritte vyasanna praharini prasahya vakyam yadihadya bhashase nama te kena mukhat patantyado vishiryamana dashana sahasradha. Cruel fiend that pierces a broken heart, you have dared to speak to me thus, all unmindful of the wifely reverence you owe me. What keeps your wicked tongue from shriveling up? Why do not your cruel fangs fall out of your head, split in 1,000 pieces? So now the beautiful, loving, caring Kaikeyi has now turned out to be a venomous serpent, and all the love and devotion and everything that Dasaratha felt for her is now gone. It's just gone, puff, into the wind. And therefore, he is telling her that you are cruel-natured, vrisham savritte. And he also said, vyasana praharini, the one who keeps on striking blows after blows in adversity. And he asks her, how is it possible for you to speak such words? Prasahya vakyam. How yadihadya bhashase, how is it possible for you to speak such words, such violent, cruel words? And he says, Kena, why? Dashana, that means your teeth. But since Dasaratha had spoken of Kaikeyi to be a Visha Sarpi, that means a cobra, so now he's saying, why aren't your fangs just falling down and breaking up into 1,000 pieces? Why isn't that happening? Verse 110. Na किंचिद आहितम अप्रियम वचो न वेति रामः परुषाणि भाषितुम कथन्नो रामे ह्य अभिरामवादिनी ब्रवीषि दोषान् गुण इत्य सम्मते. Rama never knows what it is to speak a cruel word or unkind to any. He has a pleasant word for everybody. There is not one but sings his praise high. And you alone enjoy the unenvied notoriety of seeing a blemish in his spotless character. So, there is no one who can place a fault in Rama. He doesn't have an unkind word for anybody. But yet, Kaikeyi is the only one who is able to see something in him that is not good. How is that possible? So, by the way, in the present generation, there are many fools who would like to cast aspersions upon Rama. This is a perfect indication for them too that people better than us have always praised Rama. So, if a person is finding faults with Rama, then he or she is no better than Kaikeyi. So Rama is Abhiramavadini, the one who talks beautifully. Guna Nitya Sammate, who's always respected because of his great virtues. And here he gives a very beautiful juxtaposition that Kaikeyi does not speak nice words, apriyam vacho, and she is not being praised by all the words for her virtue because she is going to be universally reviled for sending Rama off into the forest. Verse 111. Pratamya va prajvala va pranashya va sahasrasho va sfutita mahim vraja nate karishyami vachaha sudarunam mama hitam Kekeya raja pamshani. O foul smircher of the fair fame of the Kekeya house, I care not if black despair swallows you. I defy your puny wrath. Seek not to frighten me with your death. Shiver to atoms and be sucked into the patient earth. So here, Dasaratha is retaliating to Kaikeyi's words that she's going to drink poison in front of his eyes and die. So now Dasaratha is saying, I don't care if you do. It is just as simple as that. I really don't care. Verse 112. Kshuropamam nityam asat priyam vadam pradushta bhavam svakula paghatinim na jivitum tvam vishahe a manoramam didhakshamanam hridayam sabandhanam. Oh, sharp and merciless as a razor, you base flatterer, your wickedness is something unspeakable. You were born to ruin your fair house, and you have fastened your brazen talons in my heart's roots. Nothing would make me happier than your sudden death, and alas, God denies me that. Verse 113. Na jivitam me asti punaha kutaha sukham Vina atmajena atmavatah kuto ratihi mama hitam devi na kartum arhasi sprashami padavapite prasidame. I see death beckons me yonder, and what joy in life when you have torn me from the sight of Rama. And should I live, what have I for you but unutterable hate? No, spare me your refined cruelties yet a while. See, I lay my proud head at your feet and entreat you all humbly. So, Dasaratha, after cursing Kaikeyi, seeing that he doesn't care about whether she is alive or dead, and then finally he comes back and saying, Oh, I cannot live without my Rama, so I'm placing my head at your feet. So this is the fourth time he says this. I'm placing my head at your feet, and please be prasidame, please be nice to me. Verse 114. So bhumi palo vilapan anathavat striya grihita hridaye atimatraya papata devascharanau prasarita pubhava samprapya yata turasthatha. Poor Dasaratha was to all the world a proud emperor. Yet he was the abject slave of his wife. His boundless love for her had bound him and delivered him over to her hands. Like a masterless man, he raved all plaintively. It ill became one of his ears and ran to say, I pray for your death. I entreat you with my head at your feet. Hast no pity on me? He bent down and groped aimlessly to clasp her feet as she stretched them in utter shamelessness. But his tortured limbs would bear him no further, and like an uprooted tree, he fell at her cruel feet, striving hard to reach them. What a painting Valmiki paints over here. And Valmiki says that Kaikeyi had transgressed all bounds of decorum, and Dasaratha is wailing like an orphan child and is not able to even touch her feet, but she has kept them wide open, and Dasaratha crashes on the ground trying to aim to touch Kaikeyi's feet. This is a very sad and yet a very beautiful picture because it shows the levels of affection that Dasaratha has for Rama. We will recap this entire chapter in the next section. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunaptaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.